Come on! Every king will be crowned! What we doing? What we doing? What are we doing? Welcome back! Ain't got no job, cause I think Gucci suit. Ain't got no job, but I stay shy. Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to another video. First of all, I want to say hello. I missed y'all. We are back recording. We are here on Thanksgiving break, at least for school. So happy Thanksgiving to all those. It's not Thanksgiving yet, but happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrated, and happy holidays to the rest that do not. How are we all doing today? I'm really out of breath because I'm sick. I'm sick and fat, and that's a terrible combination. I don't know what it is, but we're making it through it. And I knew we had to record today, most importantly because to talk about a big event that happened, a big event that's already, you know what I'm saying, already transpired. A big milestone. Your boy had his first ever performance. It was actually insane. I'll probably upload some clips of it on the YouTube channel. But yes, I was actually able to perform. Shout out to NSEG, all that stuff. I would actually perform a small 15-minute set in front of a crowd of people. It was dope. I was able to actually live streamed it for those who couldn't make it in person because it was like in the middle of the day. I'm going to kind of talk about how that process happened and what led me there, and you know how I was feeling. Shout out to everyone who was able to come out, and for everyone who joined the live. It was awesome to see everybody's reactions, and I'm just now receiving videos, and people are still coming up to me asking about it. So it's been really dope. So first off, I don't even know how to start this. I'm like trying to process, but my brain is just not working. I am like really sick right now. Let's start off by talking about NSEG in general. Like, you know, for those who are new here, first of all, subscribe, like the video. You know what I'm saying? Road to 300. Appreciate all the support we've been getting. NSEG, National Collegiate Entertainers Group, is a organization that I joined that helps build the next generation of content creators, musicians, producers, engineers, the latter. A giant ass network of a bunch of talented people, and pretty much people go up to perform, and people go to perform, you know, to get their names, you know, put out on the what they call it, campus. But usually those rights of performances are usually reserved for people who are CEs, people who, you know, were selected based off auditions to be considered the best of the artists here based on performance. Your boy didn't even make the top 25. I don't know where I landed on the list to this day. But I swore to everyone, I swore to myself, I swore to everyone that I would get there. Now, as it stands, I am not a CE. So you might wonder, then how did I become able to perform? Well, my friend, allow me to take you on a tale. Well, first off, as the year went on, a lot of people, you know, as a lot of organizations do, have a bunch of people who drop out or don't stop showing up or, you know, all that fun jazz. And regardless of me being able to perform this semester, I reserved that possibility to not gonna happen this semester. I was just gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna keep showing up to everything because I want to still learn. I'm trying to make music. I'm trying to make more music stuff. And by the time, and as I was doing this, I was building up my name, not just with NSEG, but as on campus. Obviously, Not a Word, which by the way, go stream that. We're almost at 2,000 streams, which is holy shit. Thank y'all. Please keep streaming that. It's almost at 2,000. I think it's at like 1788 on Spotify. It's on all platforms, but oh my god, thank you. I had been building my name that way, and through helping with NSEG and all that stuff, and through promoting it consistently to the point of annoyance for some people, they recognize me on the streets, and they recognize me in school as, like, you know, oh, you're the guy that puts the music on this in the Georgia State Snapchat story all the goddamn time. Your music's dope. Keep doing it. Da, da, da. So my name was already being built, and people kept asking me if I'm going to perform, and I was like, no, I can't. You know, hopefully next semester I'll be able to perform all that fun jazz. And we fast forward to what was it? When did we do it? It was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I want to say. Oh no, yeah, and there's this boardwalk series, which pretty much there's a little boardwalk outside this building called Adderholt, which is like a classroom thing. If you go down Atlanta, you'll see it. You can't goddamn miss it. There's a little boardwalk where people go out there to perform all the time, with just all kinds of genres of music. Shout out to my homie Ferg. I went to his performance a couple days before, and he does metal rap, and then we had someone do folk singing. And all. It's just really cool spot, little an intimate small spot. And I suppose they just opened that up for everybody, anyone to perform in terms of INSEG. So they were looking for people to perform, and then finally, they decided to hold a meeting and be like, okay, who's going to perform at the next boardwalk? They want to start planning it out better. Lo and behold, I'm like, all right, is this my opportunity? Do I do it? Do I actually throw my name in the hat? He's asking around. He said we already have, shout out to the other artists that performed, by the way. It was Nikel, Yako, Gateway, and Haru. And he was listing out people, and he was like, does anyone else want to perform? And I said, can I perform? And he said, all right, bet. And he put my name on the list. So I'm thinking, all right, we're about to get lit. But there's a few problems leading up to this. Keep in mind, I've had no performance experience. But then again, what else is that? What else is that? Is that anything new here? The things happen. There's anything new here? The only performance I had in the past was that last minute audition I did back in one time. I had been attending rehearsals and picking up pointers and been practicing myself, but actually getting pointers of my performance I've never been doing. So we're getting the list prepared, and then they're like, oh yeah, because you're not a CE, you have to submit another audition video, quote unquote. Which honestly all that means is just I have to perform in front of a crowd of people, or have to record it and send it in. So I decided to show up to rehearsals and do it at rehearsals the next day. Me, Haru, and Gateway were the only three that weren't CEs that were performing that time. So us three just all did it around the same time. And another big problem was that one of the songs I ended up performing at the time wasn't finished. I performed Ain't No Grave, an unreleased song that I finished writing but never recorded, and at the time only had 2 verses in the chorus when it was supposed to be 3, called Dirty Laundry. And then, of course, not a word. I had signed up, and I'm like, okay, great. But now I put the pressure on myself to finish writing this 3rd verse in the span of, 4 days? And with my busy schedule, this was going to be an interesting task, nonetheless. I'd have to get back into my prime writing bag of when I used to be able to write, 5 songs in, an hour. Because I haven't done that in some time. We get to rehearsals, and sure enough, I go ahead and I perform my parts of my set. They give me pointers, and they ask me which song to actually perform for a video. And I actually did Ain't No Grave, which I didn't think would go too well because that was my first song, and how it was composed, and looking back on it, there's a lot of open space. But it all went really, really well. Everybody enjoyed it. The people in the room went insane, and not just because of my friends. Actually, they actually really enjoyed it. And so I got the go ahead. And now the time is ticking for me to actually be able to, all right, now the performance is happening Tuesday, what we about to get into, right? So I'm over here promoting it. If you guys follow me on Instagram at Darkside Music, and say the Swergsworth Podcast. Hey, you follow me you had me on Snapchat. You saw me on any social media. You saw me posting this flyer, goddammit, where they spelt my name wrong at first. They fixed it later. They did fix it later, but they spelt the name wrong at first. But I was promoting it, trying to get as many people here, because if I have those people that are going to be biased, even if I go up there and flop, I can't get booed off a boardwalk stage. This is the preparation I was going for. Did I think it was going to go terrible? No, I just thought it was going to be like, okay, this was cool for your first performance, right? And I thought it was going to be all right. It was going to be okay. Okay, so, you know what I'm saying? I ended up finishing the song Dirty Laundry. That's the unofficial name of it. You guys will probably, I'm going to work on recording that so I can actually release that and show it to y'all, because the people who were at the show really liked it. And so I finished that song the day before the show, the night. I'm writing up to the night, and I'm rehearsing that. I'm trying to have that bitch memorized, and I low-key do it. I'm like, all right, cool, we got this. We finna get lit. The day of the show, I sleep in because I'm like, I need to get as much rest as possible because I barely sleep, so I sleep in. And then get a message that I have to be there at 11 when the show starts at 12 because sound check, obviously, which is standard protocol. I get up, get dressed, take a shower. You know what I'm saying? Say my prayers, all that fun jazz, and I'm on my merry way. I show up for sound check. I'm helping build up the set. Everything's going well. People are slowly trickling in here and there. And then I remembered, oh, wait. I have an internship thing I need to go to at 2 o'clock. And this show was going to run from 12 to 3. Considering that I was going to be third in the set list, this is where the trouble would get, what I would run into. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to get moved up in the set list. So I asked, shout out DJ Wavy. he's the president of NSEG, and he's also just a really dope DJ, really dope producer, artist. He was running the event as well. He was over there, like, I let him know, and he was like, all right, we'll move you up to second, which I'm like, okay, perfect. So Yako goes first, and of course she does her thing with her focusing, amazing. The fact that she doesn't have music out, it's an absolute travesty that, one day hopefully will get corrected. But until then, I have to sit in a sad reality where Yako doesn't have music out. And I hope she sees this, because I am upset at her. She does a great job. And then finally, they play an intermission. I'm going live on Instagram at this point, and I have my mom handle it. And then I'm looking at the crowd, and not that many people are pulled up. And I'm like, and then sure enough, they call my name up on stage and say, this Wavy goes, so let me put on my Wavy impression. Now this next artist, what I'm saying, for these you talking about, he didn't say it like that. I can't do it. I'm really, really sick. I'm usually better at impression. He's like, this guy, my boy, he has been bugging me about performing for a minute. This is finally his first time. Give it up for Dark Side. And I'm like, okay, it's showtime. We're here. We're walking up on stage. And I opened up my set, by saying, hello everybody, my name is Dark Side. Hope you're all doing well. It's actually my first performance because I'm actually shitting bricks. Which, was kind of a comical way. It was a comical lie. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of was capping. Was I nervous? A little bit. Like, I was nervous waiting. But the minute I hopped on the stage, I was like, and I was kind of talking. I wanted to get that intro. I guess I was nervous through the intro a little bit. If I get through the intro and the song starts, and the music starts playing, knowing me, I should be fine. So we get up on stage, and he plays Ain't No Grave. I rap Ain't No Grave. And then really, as soon as I start, I got into this zone of, like, being in the moment. That's kind of how I am whenever I perform, because, well, this is my first time performing, like, by myself in terms of rap music or, like, my own music. I've been performing, band concerts, forever. And then I was even, like, in theater for, like, a year. So the stage, quote unquote, is not new to me, but it is not the same thing in comparison. But I usually, in the mind frames that I get into, and the headspace I get into, is that for some reason I just end up in the moment. I'm able to get in, like, what people call the flow state very, very quickly if I just allow myself to be in the moment. Whatever happens, it's low-key blackout out there. So I can't, like, people were saying I cussed like 3 times, which in my music I don't cuss. My mom was like, oh my God, he cussed. Like, tongue in cheek, and all her friends in the live were saying that. But I was like, I know I said S-H-I-T. I know I said shit. I didn't say like an F-bomb up there, but I can't control any of that. I'm in flow state right now. We do Ain't No Grave. It goes over pretty well. I'm like, all right, cool. Now comes the hard part. You think Ain't No Grave would be hard. I'm like, it kind of was a little bit. Like, I felt good. I felt comfortable. I was moving around, trying to engage the crowd, because this would probably be, I knew immediately I had to engage the crowd. If I get the crowd to enjoy it, even if this rapping or whatever is subpar, they will remember the fun moments. So I just had to get them moving, get them dancing, and it was great. My homie George showed up, Ethan, Cassie, who else? Everybody. They was jumping. It was lit. All right, we were good. Then we get to the song Dirty Laundry. Now, Dirty Laundry, because you guys don't know, I'm not gonna play it for y'all because I don't even have it recorded. But it's how fast I'm rapping on Not a Word. I'm rapping at that speed for 3 verses, and the chorus is a little bit slower, but it's like pretty much that pace for like the entire song. Granted, is it really, really long? No, but I felt good. But I knew this was gonna be the toughest one going into it, because one, I had to be like in the mind frame of, should I forget the lyrics, freestyle, which is where I used Ain't No Grave. It was that little dry spot where it says, where the beat go, bring the beat back, and then you hear nah 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 nah. Hold up, let me pull it up. Hopefully, Dark Side me doesn't copyright me. God damn it. So right here,
bring the beat back.
This part's just nah-nahs, right? And I'm having them sing. And I just start rapping and freestyling. And I'm like, okay, if we can freestyle here, we'll be good. Because I've been working on it. And it's been going, and it worked. Went over really well. Dirty Laundry, I'm like, all right. I'm in the mental frame. I'm in the zone. I'm in the one with the force. We rap Dirty Laundry. I get through the first half of the song. And then I just realize I'm burning out completely. And then it dawns on me, like, my cardio is usually pretty good. besides me gaining more weight, but I didn't gain that much. Why is this also like so taxing? And I'm like, oh wait, I didn't have any water or food before this. So in my mind, I'm like, well, shit. We're like, all right, perfect. This is beautiful. But I'm not panicking. I'm like, look, this is all part of the show. I gotta just pick my places to rest. I gotta push through the next level. So we're rapping. We get to this, and it's kind of becoming obvious that I'm getting tired. Like, it's becoming clear to the people. Because I'm over there mumbling certain words, and then I'm like straining some, but it's not as obvious as I thought it'd be. I have to watch it back fully, but it is kind of clear that I am like running out of air and steam fast. Energy was good because I kept moving and I kept engaging the crowd. If that happened, as long as I did that, that was what I was more focused on. We finally get through the song. We finally finish it. We get through like dirty money, dirty laundry, man, you know I'll never fold. And I'm like, okay, that was obviously, ain't no grave was set here, dirty laundry. We went down a couple pegs. So the instinct of me being a natural comedian, I was just like, you know what? I need to hit the gym. I thought I could rap that straight. I can't do it. They start laughing. We immediately won them back, lads. Self-deprecating humor is the best humor. Please, no, I'm joking. But like, also it works. So trust me. Performance is not just your music, it's actually engaging the crowd. And sometimes you gotta poke fun at yourself to keep the show going. And who better to do that than yours truly, than moi. So I'm over there all like, yeah, I'm fat. I need to get to the gym. I thought I could do that. I can't do it. I thought I was real. I'm not him yet. I can't do it. They're all laughing, right? And then finally we reach to the part where I'm now like just stalling for time before I put everything I have into this final song, because it's the song that everyone knows. At least everyone there knew. Like everyone who I can't say that because I'm not mainstream. So, but you guys can help that if you stream Not a Word. Link in bio. Out on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? And I'm buying time, and I said, now this next song, while I catch my breath, I need some help with. So we do crowd interaction and we teach them the chorus. Can't keep my hands to myself. I think I lost all my way. And I said, all right, this final song is titled Not a Word. It's my most popular one. This is out on all platforms. DJ Wavy, let's hit this joint. And brother, shout out to Wavy. Shout out to that man. Shout out to him, because I don't know what made him do this, but I peeped it in the moment, and it helped. It actually brought the energy up 10 times better. He starts ad-libbing and hyping up the song through, while I'm rapping, and usually that distracts me. But the zone I got in for this specific song, because prior to this, I have to tell a backstory. Prior to this moment, besides the one rehearsal, the one audition thing I did, and the audition that went well, there was one more chance I had. There was a chance I had to rehearse my performance abilities, after they were done for CEs, months before this, and I go up there and I'm like, all right, we're going to perform Not a Word. I rap through the first verse. I get to the chorus. I get to the second verse. I told them, and I blank on stage in front of everyone. Not this performance. I'm talking about the rehearsal, the actual rehearsal months prior. I blanked in front of all my peers. When they gave me another chance, I get to that same spot and I blanked. So I have been beating myself up about not blanking on stage, and it finally built to those moments that if I just have to get through this song, this is the one song I can't mess up. I have to push through, remember everything, and I stress myself. And Wavy knew this. Wavy knew how hard I was being on myself, and so shout out to him. He helped me out. He was over on certain drops. I could hear him say, "Let's go," and then I was rapping, and I was in the zone for that one, and that was the loudest that crowd got. It was like, "Can't keep my hands to myself. I think I lost all my way." We get through the final song. I'm gonna play a little bit, but hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Swear to God, Dark Side. All my homies hate him for real. Yeah, the feelings. I can't hide this. No surprise. I can't keep my hands to myself. I think I lost all my way. I felt so happy to get that one done. That song ends. They cheer. I put my hands up. I'm like, we're done. Yes. I say thank you guys so much. Shout out to DJ Wavy, the man, the myth, the legend, the boy, my guy. We had a donation link over there. I shout out the donation link, because sadly we are an organization and we need money. So all that stuff happened, and then I immediately went into the crowd, grabbed my phone. I said, "What's up to everybody?" I've had nothing but positive feedback. Really, people really just enjoyed the show, and it was engaging. There was like a heckler even in the show for other people's stuff, and he just didn't heckle mine apparently, which is hilarious. Because even if he did, I wouldn't be able to hear him, and if I did, that'd be bad for him because I would have just started freestyling about him. But overall, how am I feeling now that like it's done? Like now that I've gotten my first performance out of the way. How am I feeling about it? I feel really good. It feels really good because, like I said, I've always seen myself when it comes to new things that I always end up having my crash and burn moments. Like really, like I allow myself to crash and burn on the way to like the first public performance. So that way when we get in front of people, you know, I was very hard on myself a little bit. I was like, I ran out of breath, but they were still enjoying it. So, and I didn't know if this was like, oh, this is a good performance for your first performance, or this was just a good performance in general. But people really enjoyed it. Shout out to Sammy for blowing up the chat. It's hilarious. Shout out to everyone who joined the live stream. Yeah, it was a really fun experience. I'm so glad I was able to get that done. And for me to get done that first semester, first calendar year of me as like on college campus is kind of insane to think about. That was fun. It was fun. I had a great time. The crowd was dope. Yeah, and I can't wait to keep doing it. And no, this only now opens up the possibilities of like now that once that I've gotten the performance thing, like got the ball rolling, I've caught the performance bug, as some would say. I'm not really able to know specifically that, you know, cardio is going to be the first thing. And make sure I actually eat and and drink water beforehand. Because I was running on E and they thought it was great. So, you know, maybe we're doing something, right? And the biggest thing is that just, you know, this goes to show, try shit, dude. Try shit and be consistent with whatever you are, because when you're given an opportunity and you make the most out of it, it'll be dope, because we're going to keep doing this and keep trying. Now, obviously, the biggest question, because a lot of people did miss this, when is the next time I will be performing again? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that November 28th, the final walk of the semester, the Tuesday we come back from Thanksgiving break, your boy will be performing again, and I am so excited for it because it's the same boardwalk. I'm gonna do the same set. It's gonna be so good. I cannot wait. 12 to 3. Be sure if you can make it, be sure to make it there. Obviously the flyers haven't been made, but I can officially say it. I will be performing again, you know, Tuesday we get back. It's gonna be dope. If you guys won't be able to make it, I will be live streaming it on my Instagram at darksidemusic_. Give that a follow, keep the notification on, because it's gonna be dope. And be sure to clip up as many clips as you can, because it's awesome. And so I will be performing again November 28th. Mark your calendars. I'm so excited. I gotta go record that song, Dirty Laundry, so I don't die up there again. And also, I'm really, really sick, and I've been sleeping, finally, and I still feel like death. So I'm gonna go, you know, meditate and, you know, edit this video. But thank you guys so much for everyone who showed up. I'm so happy to be able to perform for y'all. It's been awesome. I didn't expect this video to be as long as it was. It's kind of just me talking about it. Also, it's been a minute since I recorded or posted, and I hated that. But Thanksgiving break is here. I'm home for at least a week, so we'll get at least consistent uploads for a week for sure. That being said, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Stream Not a Word. You know, new performance coming November 28th. If you guys were there or you watched it online, let me know what you thought in the comments. Honestly, I'll take any critiques. I'll take any thoughts you had, good, bad, or indifferent. With that being said, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. I love y'all. Stay hydrated. Bye-bye.